Good morning, Derek. I see my buddy. Merry Christmas to you and your family, G. Good morning, JW. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Trenty. Good morning, Lynette. Good morning, HB. Hey, HB, would you mind if I canceled our co-hosting with you today and did it next Wednesday? Would that be okay with you? I have a couple of things to cover here today, and then I'm probably going to be getting out just a little early. Thank you, HB. I'm sorry about that. I know you were prepared as usual. But get it ready for next Wednesday, okay, bro? Merry Christmas in Jamaica. That's wonderful. Good morning, Badgie. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, RX. Thank you, HB. Thank you very much. Good morning, Freddie. Good morning, Jesus, all the way in Australia. Good morning. Thank you, Sandy, and thank you for your message yesterday. I appreciate you. Jessie girl, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Freddie to Freddie Inkleston, good morning. Brian C., good morning. Vaggie, there she is. Who else is here this morning that I missed here? Laura Divine, good morning, Laura. Hope you have a divine Christmas day tomorrow. That's really cute, Mello. We love you like a fat kid loves cake. Like ants love sugar, like fish love water, and like mushrooms love mist. That's really cute. Thank you, dear. That's all the way from Jamaica. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, nurse. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I see you all. This time yesterday morning, I couldn't even speak, couldn't even talk. No, nurse, I haven't seen a package yet. Probably today. Our mail's running a little late. But I can see why. I imagine what a tough time for mail carriers. Terrible weather and more packages than ever. It's terrible. JW Owen, you sleep well, my friend. You sleep well. Jessie girl, yes, I did get your card. If it came, Jessie girl, it came from Kylie? Jessie girl, did it come from Kylie and family? I didn't recognize that that would be you, if that's you. Good morning, everybody. What a beautiful card. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Thank you too, Anthony. You wrote me a really nice note yesterday, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You're a kind, kind man. I guess hanging around the show works, because you're kind. Merry Christmas from Z Labs. That's a good one. That's the Zamarons. Good morning, Mike. Thank you, HB. That's super kind of you. Anthony, I can see you growing virtually. Old Zion, good morning to Old Zion. Happy holidays. Happy birthday to Exception. Happy birthday to the exceptionally exceptional Exception. Happy birthday. She's exceptionally, exceptionally exceptional. Happy birthday. Exception and I have been knowing each other for, what is it, going on 5 years, Exception? We're closing in on 5 years. Oh, nerves. Should I turn the music down? I'll turn it down. I don't need you to have PTSD. Let me turn it down. Good morning, Jolie. Exception, do you see all those birthday wishes you're getting? You deserve every one of them. Okay, good morning to the Cleanster. Good morning to Niffy and Ava. Good morning, everybody. Okay, let's do this thing. Should we get HB's loving Colorado, huh, bro? Should we get... First of all, I need a screenshot. Give me a Paparoo screenshot. I want to save this. Somebody give me a screenshot and send that to me. Please. Lynette, I'm a crack up. What the heck am I doing sitting around my house with a hat on? With a Santa hat. What's going on, Pops? Goofball. Good morning, you guys. Punisher. This is what Santa looks like. Santa has more beard, though. I've been letting mine go, and I gotta trim it. Jesus Christ thinks I'm looking for a ho-hos. Jesus Christ in Australia. Jesus Christ. I'm agreeing with you, Lynette. Hats are cool. I wish we were back like in the 40s and 50s where all the guys wore hats. And ladies wore like pillbox hats. They wore hats too. Everybody wore hats. There must have been less shampoo available. I'm just thinking out loud. Good morning. Ho, ho, ho. But not the type from Australia. Thank you, Anthony. Breaking news, Pops is the real Santa. That's cute. I wished I was more of a Santa this year. But ho, ho, ho. Okay, good morning, Free. Free, did you know Santa was going to be here? Did you know Santa was going to be hanging out? I told you guys I went and got this hat. Yesterday morning, well, actually it was the night before yesterday morning, so it had been Monday night. Miss Rose calls me, and I answer the phone and I can't speak. Voice gone, wiped out. She freaked out. She was at my house at 7 o'clock in the morning. He's looking slimmer this year. Good, I don't want to be as jolly as that. Anyways, good friends take care of friends. And she whisked me off. She demanded that I stay in bed yesterday. Demanded. Can you imagine? I didn't go to the doctor. I told her I'll get better. I promise. Go home. Go to work. Yeah, Badgie, you do. You gotta come on by. We gotta hang out. You've seen the place, but not after I got it all set up. No, HB, I don't want to. I'm being a big baby. I'm a big baby. I don't like doctors. I just stayed home and I fed myself everything you could imagine. And at least my throat's back today. I don't like honey. And I was gargling with honey yesterday. Wilson, no, I'm not going. One of these days I'll go. I promised my sisters that I would go when I came home from our Thanksgiving trip, and I have been impeccable. I have been impeccable. Meaning I haven't gone, meaning I didn't keep my word so far. I figure I have till the end of the month to keep my word. I don't want to go. I'm a big baby. Santa baby. So did you see what Trump signed? Did you guys see that Trump signed his thank you for yesterday, you guys. I had to take the day off. I couldn't, my best was just to lay down. Okay, that was my best yesterday. Just to chill, get your voice back, so you could show up on Christmas Eve with your hat on. Christmas Eve with my hat on. Santa cap. Free, you have a wonderful day and a wonderful day tomorrow. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Did you guys see what Trump did? He signed an executive order moving cannabis from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. Good job. Good job. Now that's going to leave, there's going to be waves and effects as a result of that. There will be, you'll see. Cannabis first, psychedelics next. For once, the rumors were true. We'll never doubt you again, internet strangers. I'm agreeing with you, RX. On Thursday, Trump signed an executive order directing federal agencies to move cannabis from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. No need to get into the weeds. Sorry, couldn't resist. About rescheduling now. But the truth is it's not full legalization. However, it is the biggest federal shift on cannabis in decades. What now? Well, you skate where the puck is going, or so we've heard. And Wall Street's betting psychedelics are next in line. Wall Street, RX just said it. The rescheduling was very much for Wall Street and investors. Wilson, there's probably a tick of there in there too. But we're not doing politics, we're just talking about psychedelics. Here's what the market analysts are saying. Optimism is contagious. Cannabis stocks rallied 40 to 50% on rescheduling rumors, and psychedelic stocks followed suit. Winners in the making. Jefferies flagged psychedelic stocks like Ada Beckley, Cybin, and Mind Medicine as potential beneficiaries of the cannabis policy shift. Those of you that are into investing or considering a small investment in the psychedelic community, Ada Beckley, Atai, A-T-A-I, Beckley. I've been paying attention to them. They have a really interesting board of directors. The institutions are coming. Pro-investors who've avoided companies that deal with Schedule 1 compounds might finally warm up to the space. More than speculation. Research on Schedule 1 molecules is a bureaucratic nightmare. So clinical trials could become easier, cheaper, and faster for the psychedelic industry. We believe that the psychedelic industry is going to follow suit with the cannabis industry. Investors and researchers and aspirants. Meanwhile, psychedelic biotechs are posturing themselves like they already know policy tailwinds are coming. Cybin just announced it's moving from the New York Stock Exchange to NASDAQ, and it's rebranding as Hellas Pharma. So the ticker name on Hellas Pharma, AGLP. It's going to be called HELP. And Atai Beckley, fresh off completing its merger, is officially becoming a U.S. domiciled company. It's been added to NASDAQ as well. We're not big fans of big money or big pharma, no question about it. But when the money starts lining up behind, they're going to push the legislation forward. That's really what I'm a big fan of. We'll continue to be our little mom and pop operation, little mom and Santa pop operation. In the meantime, good morning to Hagee. I love you, Hags. Hags, how's mom's feeling? I was yesterday with my little laryngitis bout. I got to thinking about moms. When we went and visited Hags and moms over the Thanksgiving weekend, mom's had a really bad case of laryngitis. And I've been hoping that's cleared up. Hags, maybe you don't. Maybe you didn't mind. Hags was like, Pops, it's really okay that she can't talk. He didn't say that. He did not say that, but I thought it. You know, would I mind if my wife had an incredibly bad case of laryngitis? That's good to hear, Hags. How many of you, besides Jesus Christ in Australia, would mind if your partner had a bad case of laryngitis and they couldn't speak for a while? Being mean, I take it back, it's Christmas. We don't want to over-index on vibes, but come on. Cannabis being reclassified is a big deal. It proves federal attitudes towards stigmatized substances can and have actually evolved. Don't expect psilocybin to be rescheduled tomorrow. But if this momentum brings institutional capital and regulatory clarity to mind-altering medicine, that's a rising tide that fits all therapeutic boats. Either that or all these suits just got a contact eye. That's funny. Mark, the only reason you said that is because Dawn's sitting next to you. Kidding. Free the Shrooms. Free the Shrooms. We're sorry, Miss Jackson. This is for real. Last week, the City Council of Jackson, Michigan, not Mississippi, voted 4-2 to make purchasing, cultivate. You see what I was doing there, Mark? 4-2 to make purchasing, cultivating, and possessing entheogenic plants and fungi to the lowest law enforcement priority. Even the mayor himself cheered when the city effectively decriminalized natural psychedelics. Jackson is now the 6th Michigan municipality to pass such a measure. Ann Arbor, Detroit, Hazel Park, Ferndale, Ypsilanti, and Washtenaw County. By the way, without giving away too much, the grow house, my grow house, is actually in Hazel Park. And we're in Detroit. So, I'm just as blessed as I can be that I'm sitting in the middle of a situation where the whole state's starting to get it. We're just saying, you know what, let's just be like, let's just go Colorado. Let's just go. I'm as blessed as I can be. Takes the risk stuff way down for old Paparoo. This resolution applies to psilocybin mushrooms, ayahuasca, iboga, and mescaline-containing cacti, and even peyote. See, Mello, that's what I agree. Good things line up. I believe that my karma, let's use the word, spending 5 years putting out the good energy, going on 6, there might be a thimble full of energy towards all of this that came from you guys and what we're trying to do. There might be. I'm not taking full credit, but I'll take a thimbleful. You may be wondering what's in the winning recipe for local psychedelic reform. 3 years of community advocacy, apparently, plus a city council member whose marriage and family were personally saved by psychedelics. Note to self, get a champion inside the legislation. Statewide reform would be nice. And Michigan activists say they'll keep going city by city if they have to. I'm not taking full credit. No credit, I'm kidding. But you can see what we're doing here. The Wild West, you've got to be advocating. I get a little involved in that end too, but I don't talk to you guys about that very much here. 47 people, 30 likes. What's going on? Christmas has your thumbs. What's wrong with your Christmas thumbs? 47 people, 31 likes. No, it is. It's very close to a law of attraction. I agree. And I believe that from everything that I've studied for the last 5 to 6 years. Bring goodness and kindness. Don't make it about profitability. And your legislation looks at it and goes, this is a good medicine. This is something we should be offering to all of our citizens. We don't want it to turn into the marijuana industry, where there's a dispensary, 3 dispensaries on every block, where all the profiteers came in. Big Chinese investors. I have a friend who owned a big warehouse, 10,000 square foot warehouse, growing weed under all of the correct regulations and everything that they have here in Michigan. And a Chinese conglomerate came in and they tried to buy him out. They offered him $3 million for his building and his whole grow setup, everything that was going on. They offered him $3 million. And he said, no, thank you. Not yet. That's what's happening. Is foreign investors are coming in too and trying to take over. We don't want that to happen to the psilocybin. It is, Hags, you're right. It is hard to fight. But let's be our own personal example over here. Okay? Good job, HB's going to grab the torch. Big money gets involved. Corners get cut. Yep. And I agree with Herbie. U.S. should not allow foreign nations to invest into that space. I'm kind of agreeing with that without getting into the politics. But I'll tell you, there's a lot of silent money out there. It's coming in from the Middle East, too. Especially here in Michigan. We have the largest population of Middle Easterners in almost any of the states in the United States. I don't consider that a bad thing, by any means. I've made a few friends in that group. And they're really, really nice people. Taking away all of the customs and borders and boundaries and religions, and just meeting them person to person, face to face, has been a beautiful thing in the last 2 years. This coming Sunday, I'm going to go to a Buddhist temple ceremony. I want to see what the temple ceremony is like. Not because I care about religion, but I care about the people there. What are you guys doing here? This coming Sunday, I'm going to a Buddhist temple. I'll tell you guys about it, Lynette. My New Year's resolution, they're stupid. New Year's resolutions are dumb. I resolve year-round, not just one day a year. This coming year, I'm going to visit as many different kinds of sects, then that's the word is S-E-C-T, for you, Jesus Christ. I'm going to be visiting different temples and different circles and observing. The Tao told me to be all-inclusive and to observe and to be a witness. That's my plan. I'm going to meet a lot of neat people. Don't stay home. Get out there and meet the people. Get out there and do our part. And you'll watch psychedelics are going to change to Schedule 3. My prediction is that within 3 years, the federal government will, before the end of the Trump administration, and it's going to be mostly due to Robert Kennedy Jr. Before the end of his administration, I believe that psychedelics will be rescheduled to Schedule 1. I hope for the day when it's not even on the schedule. That's what we're really shooting for. But that's my prediction for what it's worth. One more thing. And then we're going to read our verse from the Tao today. If you have brain cancer, you're gonna want to know this. Even if you don't have brain cancer, you're gonna want to know this. Stanford researchers just published findings that'll make oncologists think twice before recommending mushrooms to patients. Their new study showed psilocybin significantly increased the growth of gliomas, which are aggressive brain tumors in mouse models. The study looked at two of the deadliest brain cancers out there. What the researchers noticed is that glioma cells express freakishly high levels of the 5-HT2A receptor, which is psilocybin's primary target. When they knocked out the 5-HT2A receptor in tumor cells, psilocybin no longer promoted their growth. That suggested that serotogenic activation, which isn't limited to psilocybin, by the way, is the culprit. Now, before you panic, this finding mostly pertains to people who already have brain tumors. If you don't have a glioma, you're probably good. But clinicians who have been eyeing psychedelics to help cancer patients cope with existential stress should take note. Mushrooms are more safe, way more safe, than most people think. But that does not mean that they are without risk. We tell both sides of the story here. Brain tumor, make sure you're talking to your doctor. Michael Allen, we sure hope you do get out today. Mushrooms are way more safe than most people think. That was the majority of the questions that was asked to me by my sisters when I was visiting them. But are they safe? You know what I did? I pulled out some of the stuff that some of you guys have written to me, talking to me about all of the good effects and the things that how your lives have changed as a result of what we do here and adding a little plant medicine. I was able to show them reviews written by you guys, and you could see their jaw drop. They're like, you're really doing this, aren't you? 3 or 4 years ago, we were like, oh no, Pops is gonna go to jail. We're worried. And I'm like, but I'm in Hazel Park, I'm in Detroit. You don't have to worry. I'm doing okay geographically, but let me share with you some of the reviews from people. It was a pretty beautiful time. And I tried to stay humble. It's hard to stay humble when you feel like you're doing so much good in the planet. But it's not that hard. Let's look at the 9th verse of the Tao together this morning. This is an important consideration for this season because people want to get stuff tomorrow. They want stuff. If you have a box to open, 6 boxes, 15 boxes, whoa, you're going to have a great day. You don't have a box to open, you're going to feel like you have a really lousy day. That's because that's how we've been programmed by our society. And I think it's a bunch of crap. I don't give a darn about a box to open. I do not. But that's the new me. The old me, I measured how cool I was by how many boxes I had to open. Not anymore. There's a lot of us here today. Let me say this to you. There's a lot of people here that are lonely. There's a lot of people here, and I don't just mean of the ones listening and commenting right now, but that will read and pay attention to this later on today. We get about 500 views a day that are hurting, that are lonely. It's because our priorities are mixed up. Lonely is a choice. I'm telling you right now. You do not have to be lonely. Tomorrow there's going to be places, soup kitchens and turkey giveaways, and there's going to be places that you can go and be where you don't have to be alone. Loneliness is a choice. And I want you to choose the most healthy choice that you can. And I don't want you to choose something that's material. Let's read this 9th verse. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's not a matter of how much we have. In the 9th verse. Oops. Give me 1 second. I tried to turn the music down, instead I turned it off. Okay. To keep on filling is not as good as stopping. Overfilled, the cupped hands drip. Better to stop pouring. Sharpen a blade too much, and its edge will soon be lost. Fill your house with jade and gold, and it brings insecurity. Puff yourself with honor and pride, and no one can save you from a fall. Retire when work is done. This is the way of heaven. This is about living humbly. It's a perfect season to remember to be humble. Be grateful for the things that we already have. We don't need more. What we need to do is be good stewards of the resources that we do have. And I'm here to tell you, this is a fact. If you want more of something, give it away, and it'll come back to you tenfold, more than you ever expected. Yesterday, I was feeling terrible. Couldn't even speak. Couldn't even use my voice. I was a frog. And I must have got 30 get wells from you guys. Pops, get better. Pops, relax. Pops, stay in bed. Pops, just... And I was tearing up, laying there reading these texts from my friends. Those are the best gifts I could ever ask for. Way better than anything in a box. As the eternal Tao is in continuous state of creating, it knows precisely when enough is enough. This is going to be beautiful. Deep within ourselves, we sense that this organizing principle of unconditional supply from the universe knows when to stop. So we don't question the quantities that the Tao brings forth. The creative source is beautifully balanced in the principle of humility that's elucidated in the 9th verse of the Tao Te Ching. The Tao has the capacity to generate everything in amounts that would stupefy an observer. Listen to this. The Tao could stupefy us with the amount that it could give, the amount that it can provide. It already does. We live in our own little spots, and we know what we get. It's happening across the planet. Every single person on the planet is being provided for. Air, sun, water. The Tao has the capacity to generate everything. Yet its gentle humility seems to know when there are enough trees, enough flowers, enough bees, enough hippos, and every other living thing. Excess is eschewed by the Tao. It doesn't need to show off its unlimited capacity for creating. It knows exactly when to stop. This verse invites us to be in spiritual rapport with this characteristic of the Tao. Knowing when enough is enough. Crowning life with possessions, pleasures, pride, and activities, when we've obviously reached a point where more is less, indicates being in harmony with ego, not the Tao. We all have as much as we need and we still want more. It's not your fault. You're programmed. You're programmed to look at your neighbor and want what they have. Living humility knows when to just stop, let go, and enjoy the fruits of our labor. That was me yesterday. I had to just stop. Take a day. And I enjoyed the fruits of my labor as I read texts from you guys of well wishes and get wells. You guys touched my heart immensely. Immensely. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. Mostly because you're proving that the Tao is real. Michael Allen, I hope you feel better. This verse clearly analogizes that the pursuit of more status, more money, more power, more approval, more stuff is as foolish as honing a carving knife after it has reached its zenith of sharpness. Obviously, to continue would create dullness. And it's obvious that a keen edge represents perfection. Lao Tzu advises us to be careful about amassing great wealth and storing it away. This practice contributes to a life spent keeping our fortunes safe and insured, while at the same time always feeling the need to pursue more. He counsels us to be satisfied at a level that fosters living with humility. If wealth and fame are desired, we must know when to retire from the treadmill and be like the Tao. This is the way of heaven, as opposed to the world that we live in, which is addicted to more. This season literally has evolved into a more season. What else am I going to get? I want more. I didn't get as much as I wanted. We've been programmed that. We're programming our children today as we speak. We can heighten our awareness that advertising is primarily designed to sell products and services by convincing us that we need something in order to be happy. Analysts might tell us that the economy is failing if it isn't continuously growing. But we can realize that excessive growth, like cancer, will ultimately destroy itself. We can witness the results of overproduction in the gridlock on most highways. stuck in the rush hour traffic? That's not the Tao. That's humans wanting more. A fresher car. More. More cars piling into the highways today than ever before. And now it takes longer to go from one side of London to the other than it did before the invention of the automobile. Wait a minute, what did I just say? It now takes longer to go from one side of London to the other than it did back when they were riding horses and buggies. There's your more. More cripples us, you guys. More takes your focus off of giving. We also see this principle at work whenever we shop. I call it choice overload. Pain pills for backaches, menstrual cramps, headaches, joint pains, in the morning, at night, a capsule, a liquid, a powder. And this is true when we're purchasing toilet paper, orange juice, or anything else. Look around us. Everywhere around us, we're chasing more. I believe that Lao Tzu sends the following modern advice from his ancient perspective. Come to grips with the radical concept. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. But I didn't get as much as Joe got. But I wanted more. Make this commitment even though you live in a world addicted to the idea that one can never have enough of anything. Addicted to the idea. Practice humility rather than ostentation and uncontrolled consumption. How about this one? The obesity crisis in the Western world, particularly in America, is a direct result of not understanding and living the simple wisdom of this 9th verse. Eat, but stop when you're full. To continue stuffing food into a satiated body is to be trapped in believing that more of something is the cause of your happiness. And this is true of overly filling yourself with artificial symbols of success. Think instead of the infinite wisdom of the Tao, which says, to keep on filling is not as good as stopping. Enough is not only enough, it is aligned with the perfection of the eternal Tao. This is a very current message right now, especially this season, where all the commercialization has all pushed us to more. Make a commitment to not need more, not pursue more. Pursue kindness and gentleness. Pursue giving. Pursue serving. None of those have any material value. They're all about getting out of you and giving. Captain Obvious, the marketing says you deserve it. Yeah, you deserve to live a life filled with chasing. A life filled with, I don't have what I'm supposed to have because I deserve it. Do you know what the word deserve is? Break it down. D-E, serve. It's the opposite of serving. I want to be served. I deserve your service. Seek the joy in your activities rather than focusing on ego's agenda. Ego wants you to gather more and more and more rewards for your actions. If you're in a state of loving appreciation in each of your present moments, you're letting go of the absurd idea that you're here to accumulate rewards and merit badges for your efforts. I put in effort. I put in effort. Almost every day I'm efforting somewhere, somehow. Yesterday, not so much. But I'm not doing it because I want more. I'm doing it, what I'm doing is serving. I'm not accumulating. Speaking of merit badges, give me one moment. Give me one moment. I got a merit badge. I didn't seek it. I didn't ask for it. But I got a merit badge. Who wants to see Pops' merit badge? Excuse me. Give me 5 people that want to see Pops' merit badge. Who wants to see my merit badge? I got this merit badge in the mail. Okay? Captain Obvious, I like that. If your love tank requires stuff, it will forever remain on empty. So much. Excuse me for all my coughing. Merit badge. Derek Anderson. Derek Anderson sent me a beautiful Christmas card, and this fell out of the card. Derek sent me a merit badge. I didn't ask for it. I didn't expect it. I didn't assume I should get more. But Derek Anderson, out of the goodness and kindness of who he is, Derek's out there doing stuff. He's serving. Sent Pop a merit badge. Sword of the Spirit and belt of truth. This guy's got the sword of the Spirit and the belt of truth. Shoes of readiness. Shoes of readiness. Be ready to respond. Put your shoes on and go out there and help someone. Thank you so much. This is such a gorgeous badge. It's going to go on my key ring, on my keys. So there's merit badges out there, but they're not the ones you seek. They're the ones that are going to come to you as a result of the harvest of the Tao. Be humble, and you'll even receive merit badges you didn't seek. That's nice, Mark. Ego wants you to gather more and more rewards for your actions. Seek the pleasure in what you're doing rather than how it might ultimately benefit you. Begin to trust in the infinite wisdom that birthed you into this material world. After all, it knew the exact timing of your arrival here. It didn't say, if 9 months will create such a beautiful baby, I'll extend the gestation period to 5 years. Now we'll have an even more perfect creation. No. The Tao says that the 9 months is perfect. That's what you get, and you don't need any more time. The Tao knows. The next time you're mired in a desire for more, stop and think of the Tao. This creation principle fully grasps the idea that when the work is done, then for God's sake, it's time to stop. As Lao Tzu advises, this is the way of heaven. Why did we ever choose to be in conflict with that idea? Money, power, and fame. When we started chasing those, instead of humility and service, that's when we all started getting out of whack. And this happened centuries and centuries and centuries ago. And we've been piling it on ever since. We've been piling it on and piling it on and piling it on ever since. This isn't the season for more. That's not the message of this season. This is a message. This season is for what can you give? What can you do? Who can you serve? Who can you help? Who can you extend a hand to? Miss Rose yesterday, she put on her shoes of readiness and ran over to help a friend. Wear your shoes of readiness. Get ready to get out there. Don't sit in your home wanting more and feeling sorry for ourselves because we're not getting what everybody else is getting, because my tree isn't as big as their tree. That's the trap, you guys. That's the trap I warn you of. You'll never see it in the Tao. Its mathematics are perfect. It has the exact amount of what it needs of every single thing. And once it puts its exact amount in, it stops. Until it's time to serve some more. And the world serves us every day. The universe, I should say. Serves me every day. It's serving me sunshine today. This week it's served snow, rain, and sunshine here. No, Corey, it's not wrong. Not at all. Santa is going to be 39 today. Does that mean 39 years of recovery? That's pretty amazing. So you guys got my message for today? Don't worry about what you're getting. And you don't have to be alone this season. Happy birthday to Santa. You do not have to be alone. Put on your shoes of readiness. And go be ready for someone else. I'm going to close now. Merry Christmas to everyone. Ho, ho, ho. It's not your birthday. It's 39 degrees. Okay, I got you, Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Be filled with cheer and joy. Childlike cheer.
I love my internet. It's everything.
Good morning, Terry. I love seeing you here. I'm going to close by giving everybody here about 3 minutes to Merry Christmas each other in your comments. Or tell each other you love each other. Tell each other you're grateful for each other. Make a commitment to serve not only one another, but your children and your spouse, your significant other. Let's make these commitments together today. I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to read some comments. But I want you guys to pick up your thumbs and serve each other with a Christmas message. Go. That's nice, Derek. Your day filled with love and light. HB, that's nice. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Lynette, I like that. Make mirth. Laura Devine, you are very loved, my dear. Go. That's all your thumbs can do this morning? Thank you, Aaron. That's so thoughtful of you. Definitely offering people speedy recoveries. Mellow too. Joe D's and Captain Obvious. Making treats for the neighbors. That means she's putting on her shoes of readiness and ready to go deliver something. Cyber Jolie, you are loved. Ghastly, you have a blessed day for the rest of the week. Benny Ben, same. Good job, Ben. Nerves, you're appreciated. Corey, enjoy every day. Sammy P, happy Merry Christmas. Trenty's wishing us all happy holidays. Rodman is going to make us all a fruitcake and send one to each and every one of us. Rodman, you can take my name off the list. It's okay. Send mine to someone else. More. Ghastly and Mike. Higgs, I love you. I love your family. I love our friendship. More. Greenie, there's Green Killer. Hug everyone. HB wants to make memories. Pidgey Page would love to make us all a cup of hot chocolate. I bet you it would be delicious. More. Less is more. Merry Christmas, you guys. Who wants to do a show Friday? I think Pops is going to be here Friday. I missed yesterday and I missed it. My spirit missed it. I don't think I'm going to do a 4-day weekend. You don't have to be here Friday because you're on a 4-day weekend, most of you. But if you feel like you have somewhere you need to go, I mean, I'm making a small, it's about a 70% chance we'll be here Friday. Okay? I feel like Friday we'll see some people we haven't seen in a while because they might be on a 4-day weekend. Okay? Headbuster, yes, we are on for next Wednesday. But pay attention. This Friday, I plan on popping in. Okay? Hug the kids. Teach them that it isn't all about Santa and gifts today and tomorrow. That's your job. You're the teachers. You're the leaders. Spread the message to live humbly with more love. Have a great day, you guys. I honestly almost don't want to go. Pops, peace, love. 4 things that I want to remind you of as you head into tomorrow's holiday. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take things personal. Don't have expectations or assumptions. This is a big season of expectations. This is a big season of assumptions. You expect and you don't get, and now you're resentful. Don't go there. Stay away from expectations and assumptions this week. Every day. But especially in this turbulent season. And do your best. Whatever that is today and tomorrow, do your best. I'm going to scroll you guys out of here. And again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being my friends, being my confidants, being people that care about me, being people that are willing to serve. As we grow together and we try to change the world, one little tea group at a time, one cup of tea at a time. We're changing a lot of people. A lot of people are growing. A lot of people are changing. And it comes from the positive comments on here and the kindness that we experience with each other when we're not on here. Derek Anderson, love and hugs. Don't be lonely. Look for opportunities to be of service. And kick lonely butt out of your head. It's your choice. Love it. Get out of here, lonely butt. Freddie the Hinky Hinkleston, Captain Obvious. HB. That sounds good, HB. HB saying they're going to try to go live tomorrow for people who will be alone. Mike Barball, Jesus Christ in Australia, I love you, bro. You're funny and you're good, and we know your heart. You're a really nice man. Cyber Jolie, there's another one I love. Ghastly Gruesome, him too. All of you, what am I saying? Mello, have a Merry Christmas. Derek Anderson. There's going to be a show with Derek and HB and Nerdy and the crew tonight. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Captain Obvious, Jesus Christ, I will see you after Christmas. HB doing his best. Mike Baraball. HB, fall and fail and get back up. Fail's not a good word. Get feedback and get back up. Trenty and Rodman. And Jesus Christ. And HB and Viva. Pidgey Page. There you go. She stopped expecting or asking for anything several years ago. And it's made her more grateful for any things and time she gets from her friends and family. Live in the Tao. Live in the Tao out there. Jamie, thank you. And Captain Obvious. HB Zozo LSD, Derek Anderson. Michael Brown, there's a good guy. Michael, have a wonderful day tomorrow. Pidgey Page and Aaron and Mellow. Jesus Christ and Pidgey. She's got her T-Crew ornament from Niffer. I love that. HB, tonight at 9. Sam Posey. Mike Baraball, yes, they are on YouTube. Joe D's, Mr. Marmars. For Mike Baraball, look what HB just wrote. It's at Mystic Journeys Church on YouTube. That's the name of their channel. At, all one word, Mystic Journeys Church. Captain Obvious, Mike Baraball. Derek's got his nippy ornament out too. HB. Mark, if you feel it, absolutely. If that's your feeling, that's, of course you can do that. I don't know what Coast is Clear exactly looks like out there. I don't know. Rodman and Mike Baraball and Corey D. Thank you, Cor. Thank you. And Charles Works. There's Charlie. You guys go have a beautiful day tomorrow. I'll see you Friday. Yeah? Let's hang out Friday morning. Get your final, I should have mentioned this. Secret Santas. Get your final sign-ups in today to Niffer Mama or myself. You can email me. Sign up for Secret Santa. If you don't have something to give, that's okay. We have stuff to give you. But we don't know until you send us your address. So if you're not a giver, that's okay. You can be a receiver this year. Get us your address. And I think by this weekend, she'll have it all sorted out and be able to tell people this will be the person, and here's their name, here's their address, so you can send them your Secret Santa gift. And remember, Secret Santa shouldn't be much. $10 max, or something that you made or grew, or regift. Grab anything out of the house and package it up and send it. Making it easy. And we're doing it for the week and the 2 weeks after Christmas. So it's easier on everybody. I love you guys, and I want you to have the most amazing day tomorrow. Fill your hearts with contentment and humility. Be serving. Look around tomorrow when you're at a family event or you're anywhere. Be the one that's there serving. Be the one that they go, this guy is really changing. He used to be like this, and look at what he's like now. Be an example. Be the light in many people's lives. Be nature. Have a beautiful day and tomorrow. Pops out, Pops love.